Wow, it's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me, Melinda and Bill Gates. Thank you so much. The Goalkeepers is a group of committed people. While Goalkeepers is global, just 6 miles from this building is the poorest congressional district in America, the South Bronx, right here in greater New York City. In the richest country in the world is a community that has been left behind. The hardest hit areas in the US must also be included in goalkeeper conversations about global poverty eradication. Places like the South Bronx, East Los Angeles, Detroit, New Orleans also need help climbing out of poverty. These communities have one thing in common: lack of access to quality education. They also have few opportunities to learn the skills needed for jobs of today and, more importantly, tomorrow. These jobs that are needed are based on science, technology, engineering, and math, better known as STEM. I grew up in East Los Angeles, one of these hard-hit communities with failing schools and businesses and jobs that have been moved away, and people in and out of juvenile hall and connected to gangs at early ages of 9. Music was my dream and my first career that eventually moved me and my whole entire family, aunts, uncles, nieces, and nephews out of the projects. Now technology is my second career. Technology excites me because it's around us and embedded in our daily lives. Nearly everyone has a mobile phone with a computer in the palm of their hand. Sure, you could rush out and buy the latest mobile device, but what if you had the skills to be a part of the team that invents the next great device or develop apps that make life better? Why sit on the sidelines of technology when you could be a part of it? With STEM, people could have a strong career path. Even better, they can take a great idea and start a company and turn and create brand new, awesome jobs and paradigms that they never thought they would do if someone didn't encourage them and push them that direction. My mission is to get young people in underserved areas to get excited about technology and learning STEM skills. This is one way we can help turn around poor communities in the US and beyond. Every time I get a chance, I remind young people that they should aspire to be like the true rock stars of the global economy, now that we're in the fourth industrial revolution. I try to tell kids in the hood, you don't necessarily have to be like Bill Withers. Try to be like Bill Gates. Don't aim just to be like Stevie Wonder. Be like Steve Jobs. You don't have to. You're 5'4". You don't have to dream about being like Michael Jordan. What about Michael Dell? Curiosity sparks creativity. I went to a science magnet school as a kid where I learned to ask questions. Early exposure to math, science, and technology sparked curiosity to want to learn how things worked and how they were made. I didn't start out knowing much about consumer electronics, but I planted a seed in my partner's brain, Jimmy Iovine, and was a part of Beats early on from the beginning. And Beats was an eye-opener on where I should continue to place my bringing together of teams. Watching how consumers interact with technology sparked an idea, creating a new type of headphone. Beats became more than a way to just listen to music. They're a must-have in fashion and technology. Through that venture and invested in other companies, I went on to start off my own company, will.i.am, where we build an artificial intelligence who's currently being used in Germany, taking over Deutsche Telekom's customer service. My company, coming out of the projects, we now have 300 people spread across the world in Tel Aviv, Bangalore, India, Singapore, and Los Angeles to help curate and, more importantly, inspire the kids that come from areas that I come from to dream down the path. If exposure to math and science and engineering sparked the interest of a poor kid from the projects in East LA, what can people in this room collectively accomplish around the globe? Now technologies and new businesses build on ideas that we cannot even imagine today will be created by unlikely candidates. That's why I created the I Am Angel Foundation. We deliver actionable results in education through after-school tutoring and classrooms and enriched programs. The I Am Angel Foundation, I started 7 years ago with 60 kids. And my aim was to get them through junior high school, and out of college, debt-free with a diploma. Our students learn through hands-on projects like building robots, GIS mapping, and participating in civic appathons, not hackathons. Last thing you wanted somebody in the hood to be hacking. Every year our programs have grown, and now we serve 500 students who are on a solid path thanks to a STEM education. So when our kids graduate college, they're not just graduating with a diploma, they're graduating with the ability not to only fill jobs, but to create jobs. Every student who applied to college in our class from 2016 and 17 was accepted by one or more four-year institutions, right? So our kids, they inspired me so much to see kids that were just like me, in the hood, in harm's way. They made a choice to not hang with the gangbangers and the drug dealers. They made a choice to be in the not-so-cool crowd. Now, you talk about bullying. When you are doing the things that are not cool, you are putting yourself at risk. And so they did the hardest thing, and that is to join a squad of geeks that are coding and making awesome apps. Like we didn't pick the cream of the crop. We went to the failing of the fail. And our kids went from having a 1.2 GPA to 3.5s and 4.0s, right? So also, we provided them with financial aid so they don't have to pay for their college. Their grades are their way through. This is important because we want our kids to graduate debt-free. One of our success stories is Imtiaz Udin, the son of an immigrant parents from Bangladesh. Today, he's studying engineering on a Gates Millennium Scholarship that is covering all 4 years of the tuition costs. So thank you guys so much for helping one of our students out. Another skill we teach is financial literacy. Most schools either fail entirely or barely touch on importance of money management skills. Earlier in my career in music, I had no idea how to open up a bank account or apply for mortgages when it was time to buy my mom a house in a better neighborhood. I really admire what's happening here today to provide access to safe, reliable banking and payment services. As a goalkeeper, it's my mission to promote the importance of STEM teaching and giving kids the skill sets for tomorrow. Fellow gatekeepers, please help me make sure that every child understands how important technology is in their lives and make sure how the STEM skill set are building blocks of great ideas and jobs of today and tomorrow. We must make sure that they are used to address injustice and inequality and improve health and education in our country as well as locally and globally. These goals are for all of us. An educate and skilled workforce is key to helping uplift communities in poverty-stricken areas that reflect my upbringings. Together, the people in this room can make it happen. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm so proud that I get to experience Cottonmouth for the first time in 20 years. I swear to God, I have freaking Cottonmouth. So thank you guys so much.